Okay, today we're going to talk about the word variable. A variable is just something that can change, right? So a variable can change as opposed to something that cannot change. If you're watching this during Project 1, I haven't asked you to distinguish between two types of variables, but eventually you will need to be able to do this. And we have what are called the independent variable, which is the variable we change. By we, I mean the experimenter. And then we have the dependent variable, which is a variable that changes as a result of changing the independent variable. So it changes as a result of changing the independent variable. So our classic example of this, of independent and dependent variables, let's say I threw a ball, there we go, and I measured, over time it kind of falls like this, and I measured, let me go ahead and clear this, I measured the time the ball took to fall and the height it was at. Okay. And I'm just going to make up some times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And, let's say it was, 5 feet, 4 feet, 2.2 feet. I don't know. And then let's just say it hit the ground after 3 seconds. This is pretty unrealistic data, but the point is that the independent variable in this case is time, right? Because I chose to measure at 0 seconds, 1 second, and 2 seconds, and 3, 4, and 5 seconds, right? I determined that would be nice, kind of clean, neat 1 second intervals, right? The height, on the other hand, is the dependent variable. I'm just abbreviating that dv. And we can see that the dependent variable doesn't necessarily have these nice intervals, right? I just had to measure where was, the ball at time 0 seconds, and I should have kind of messed up there. Should be indicating my units. And it turns out that at 0 seconds it was at 5 feet, and 1 second it was at 4 feet high, and at 2 seconds it was at 2.2 feet, and at 3 seconds it was at 0 feet, and therefore, also when I measured at 4 and 5, it was also at, 0 feet. And, I was expecting it to, be in the air for longer, but it turns out, that's not how it was, right? So this is the difference between the independent variable and the dependent variable.